Peace. Peace, my people. I'm gonna see if anybody's gonna come into chat. So I'll wait here just a minute. I got a couple things pulled up. This new video in the Sebastian Rogers case caught my attention. We're gonna check it out, but law enforcement did see it immediately after Sebastian went missing and said that they didn't believe it had anything to do with Sebastian missing. So we'll look at it. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys on here. I'm sure there's a lot of other creators talking about this, and it's okay if they are. I want to pull, hang on. Lord, okay. Hey, flies, hey, the big white horse. All right, so let me pull up the video. And I've got it pretty big there. Now, law enforcement received this, I believe, within 72 hours of Sebastian going missing, and they do not feel that this has anything to do with Sebastian. Now, this is on a different street, right? A street over or a couple streets over. I'm not quite sure, but let's take a look at it. Okay, the red. Okay. Okay. Where is this dude at? Hold on, because it took me a minute to even see the guy. All right. There he is, right here. Right here. Right? Is that what they're looking at? He walks right past that window. There's a window right there. It looks like there's somebody standing right there. Okay, this is weird because I'm seeing more things than... Okay, hold on.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from...
Hold on. Let me get that back. Come back, come back. All right. Holy guacamole. Hey, Lippy, what's up? Someone said he ran behind the truck, ducked and all. Settings on YouTube, you can't see it as well as the original site. Who's got the original site? Is that on Twitter or X from SS Investigates? I mean, I could see him. It's just weird. This is a light right here from someone's house. I'm being quiet because I'm looking at it, you guys. I'm sorry. But what is this? So they're saying that's him? Because if you look at this, okay, somebody's walking past that light right there, see? Somebody's walking past that light. That's a light that's on in a house. Okay, there he goes. Now, okay. What do you mean put it on YouTube's best settings? Okay, so, all right. I can, I'll pull it up somewhere else if I need to, but I mean, we can pretty much see what they're talking about. Because what is that? What was that through here? A dog? Was that a dog? I've looked at this thing 5 times. You can see something go in front of this window right here. Oh, skinny dude's just walking along. But what is this reflection? That makes no sense. Okay, he's walking in front. Yeah, I see him. I see it. Suppose I seen the dog. I seen the dog. I don't know. This figure here looks weird to me. This looks really weird to me. I'm seeing paranormal stuff. I am. That window almost looks like a person's face. I'm sorry, it does. It does. Okay, so let's hear what they have to say about it. All right. A private investigator hired by Katie and Chris Proudfoot says that a new video could help break the case in the continued search for Sebastian Rogers. Well, if that is the case, why did you wait all this time to put it out? Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Fisher talked about the significance of the video that the public hasn't seen until now. So what we found, we went through over 100 hours of surveillance. It wasn't until the third pass Through the surveillance, we spotted this person. There's a person at 12:17 a.m. in the same neighborhood. Okay? It appears they're trying to stay out of sight of another person that's walking their dog and then doubles back after. It clears and goes back toward the construction zone where it was believed that he may have been. Very hard to see because the person's wearing all dark clothing, which is believed Sebastian was wearing. Okay? Person in the video appears to be thinner, making it hard to see them. What we would like to know if this person is accounted for. How can you account for somebody you don't know who it is? I'm sorry. I don't feel good. So if I sound like I got resting bitch voice, it's because I actually do tonight. How do you account for someone that you don't know who it is to start with? I'm just saying. Kind of hard to do. I'm sure law enforcement talked to the neighbors. That's what I'm saying. Yes, law enforcement has had this for a long time. Why wait this long? Even if law enforcement had it and said, you know, we don't think this has anything to do with Sebastian, or they talked to people and knew it really didn't have anything to do with Sebastian, why are you just now putting this out? Why are you just now putting it out? Oh, that's a good one. Slender Man. Yes. Because law enforcement didn't react the way they wanted. I feel you on that. I mean, does law enforcement know who this individual is? Do they even know about this person in the video? If they do, have they accounted for who that is? Well, guess what? Law enforcement had this video in the original video since 72 hours after Sebastian was reported missing. Thoroughly investigated the lead and determined no relevance to the case. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like the green hoodie stuff. But you know who's getting hurt by all this? This young man right here that will be gone almost a year coming up. Well, whoever it was walked in front of that window, right? But this is who's important. This is who's important. And what, come on. I mean, look what they did previously. They manipulated these photos that they had, right? They manipulated them. They don't need to say they didn't manipulate them. They manipulated them. And now you want to wait all this time to put this out? Yeah, he is lost in the speculation again. Presently, there's still an active Amber Alert for Sebastian. Hundreds of hours have been poured into finding him, including ground searches, drone mapping, use of scent dogs, and scouring surveillance video. SS Investigates is going to be looking underwater for Sebastian. Good for you, SS Investigates. But why would you do this? There's still a $50,000 reward that was posted by the FBI. Oh. Okay. All right. All righty then. Shame on the SF. Find him and stop feeding the weirdos. We can never tell who that is. Did you see the stuff on Bobby? He said her kids should be. What? I don't know who you're talking about. On Bobby? Who's Bobby? What am I missing? What am I missing here, y'all? For real. Thank you, Flies. I haven't been keeping up with it. You know, maybe that's bad on my part, but honestly, I'm Team Sebastian. I'm not Team Seth or Tony Mathis or Dog the Bounty Hunter or Nick the Hat or Hung, whoever Hung is. I mean, there's a lot of men on YouTube that probably would like to be called Hung. I don't know. Weird name. But anywho, nor Chris, nor Katie Proudfoot, nor the grandparents. Sebastian. The nosy neighbor. Oh, are you talking about the neighbor lady? Oh, Bobby, the neighbor lady. Yeah. She's a whippersnapper, ain't she? She is a whippersnapper. All right, you guys just got to deal with me tonight because, like I said, I'm not feeling good and I don't know what I may say. Okay, so we're going to watch a creator called Breaking Chains TC, and I put the link to this. Excuse me, I'm sorry, you guys. I put the link to her channel in my description. Please go check her out. This was sent to me through email, and I'm going to play it through my email, but I definitely wanted to give her credit. This is my kind of girl, okay? She thinks the same way that I do. Now, I am going to speed it up, okay? And I'm going to drop her link real quick, too. I've got it pulled up. Hold on. I got her channel pulled up. I thought I did. Have I got this pulled up twice in my email? Yes, because I'm a freaking loser. Okay. I will copy her link and put it in there. Thank you, Flies, for putting her link in there. Oh, this your girl, Lippy? Well, I like your girl, Lippy. I like you too, Lippy. I like Flies, but she already got me figured out. Flies has me figured out. I can't get nothing by that bitch. I can't. Nothing. I'll be like, oh, I want to do this. And she'll be like, you're not going to do that. You know you're not going to do it. You'll just bitch about it. Da 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 da. And she's right, but I'm not giving her credit for being right. No. Somebody else can have the credit for calling me a bitch. For real. Okay. Don't tell nobody, Flies. Don't tell nobody. You knew Lippy liked you. You did. You guys are so sweet. You are so. I promise, Flies, I won't give out your email this time. Okay? I'm watching what I'm doing. Okay, so let's hear Breaking Chains TC talks about Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis joined the Bro Lodge to clear grooming accusations by shaming and blaming. Failure. They failed. I'm telling you. Their little bull crappy stuff, they failed. All right, here we go.
Lore Lodge the other night. So how old was she when you met her?
She was 12 or 13.
And you would have been 21? I'm just trying to do the math in my head here. 21, 22, somewhere about there?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I met her because when I got off of work, I would go over to their house to watch the kids so that whoever's watching the kids could leave and go home.
Gotcha. So basically,
He's so full of it. He is full of caca. Caca. I don't care. I got a weirdo friend I email now. Who's your weirdo friend you've been emailing? I want to know who your weirdo friend is. I want to know. I'm nosy. Don't make me guess. Don't make me guess, Flies. There's too many of them. I don't want to say somebody's name and it not be that weirdo. Okay? I'm just saying. You got a library of his interviews too, Lippy. He's disgusting in my opinion. I don't know. I think we all might have the same weirdos. I don't know. No, you're not. No. You're not, Flies. Nuh-uh. Not Crazy Frank. What's he doing? Oh, not that Frank? There's too many Franks. The Crazy Frank. Ah. Well, you know what he wants, Flies? He'll do the same thing to you that he did to me. What he's going to do is he's going to be like, hey, let's talk about this case. And then when you bring something up, he'll be like, hey, wait right there. And then he'll go over and go live and pull up all the stuff that you talked about. For real. That Frank? He got a pile driving. Oh my God.
basically you were the relief shift.
Yes, sir. I would go over there to start playing video games with the kids.
Okay. So not...
He's so full of it. I'm sorry. He's full of it.
Not any sort of real relationship with her at that point? She was just...
No.
Okay. So when then did you and her begin to become romantically involved?
Listen.
After she turned 18.
Okay.
After she turned 18. Were you waiting on her to turn 18? I know you was.
There are also, I skipped this accidentally, but there were some people who were saying that you taught her to drive when she was 16. Is that true?
No, I taught her to drive when she was 19.
19? Okay. So I'm just trying again.
Who cares when he taught her to drive? Okay, Lippy.
Wrapping my head around some of these rumors. There's a lot of them. Okay. And was
It's
there,
not
did you have any sort of friendship or anything like that between the time that you met her and she turned 18?
No.
Gotcha.
You know,
no. Here we go. Flashback.
I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car. Spraying my wrist, changing the brake pads on her first vehicle.
So Katie moved in.
Spraying my wrist on a vehicle. Oh my gosh. Poor Seth. Poor Seth.
At 18 in an upstairs bedroom, and she began to show some interest in Seth. And, you know, it kind of broke my heart because I asked him if he was surprised when she showed the interest in him. And his response to me was, I was. And
I am, hold on. Oh my God. How is this okay, everybody? How is this okay? Somebody tell me how this is okay, because it's Seth Rogers. Because it happened to Katie Proudfoot. How is this okay?
I said, why? And he said,
Tony, I want to see your Google psychologist certificate, sir. Wow.
because she could have had anybody she wanted. And I was surprised that she chose me.
Mhm.
And
She probably couldn't have anybody she wanted. She was probably stuck in that house with you at the in-laws, ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance's in-laws since she was 12 years old. You made her feel special.
and I said, well, what happened after that? And he said, well, I told her that I wasn't interested back at the time. And I said, well, if you were
I don't believe
surprised
that.
because you felt like she could have had anybody she wanted, then why were you not immediately interested back? And he said, well, she was in a relationship. And I said,
So,
okay, so she had a boyfriend? And he said, well, actually, she had 2 boyfriends.
why you don't? I've been through this once. You all know how I feel about this. Tony, you showed your weenie ween to everybody on social media. I'm just saying.
And I said, what? And he said, yeah, she had a boyfriend that was about her age, and she had another
Okay.
boyfriend that was older than I was,
Okay.
that had a wife and 2 children.
Oh, jeez.
I call bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
Seth,
So-
not that I don't believe you, Tony, but just Seth, can you give me a nod or something if this
Thank
is he
you.
telling the truth?
Is
I know this is a very difficult subject for you. That's why I'm not trying to press any. I just want to make sure that we're getting the corroboration here. And Tony, I do believe you. People are going to want to see it from.
Why did your ex-fiance leave you, Seth? Has he answered that? Why his ex-fiancés left him? I mean, she left him and left him in a house with her in-laws, with her aunt and uncle, right? Girl left.
From Seth as well. So
I'm not trying to sling mud at
I know.
I'm not trying to slander anybody.
Did
No.
you see what Seth and Tony tried to do there? They tried to get past all the mathing that everyone does for when Seth and Katie first met and when they started
I
their
like
relations,
this girl.
and tried to shift the Overton window to Katie being the hussy initiator who
Yes,
was
ma'am.
already tied up with another older man.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, here's their core problem. That other guy who Seth saw as competition was not some romantic interest. He was not competition. He was also an abuser. And Seth basically told us that he stood in line waiting for his turn, while also trying to convince us that he was a perfect gentleman and also her knight in shining armor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not the cute Disney romance that Tony and Seth tried to make it out to
Thank
be,
you,
despite it
ma'am.
being told on a channel that thrives on medieval lore and logic. We are now in year 2025, and in the year 2025, that is called slut shaming and victim blaming.
And grooming.
We must change this paradigm,
Yes.
or rampant child SA will never cease to ruin the lives of our current
Thank
and
you,
future
ma'am.
generations. In this video, I'm going to show you why Tony Mathis and Bro Lodge did Seth, and more importantly, Sebastian, another huge disservice with the broadcast of this hellacious scenario with its backwoods ideology. And I'm going to attempt to use this jumping off point to help change this paradigm. I'm also going to show you that based on the character Seth Rogers has displayed on and off the internet since his son went missing, it is virtually impossible to believe that he went from being a perfectly respectable and chaste individual at 21 years of age, when the hormones are at full rage in most males, to the perverted hypersexual man he presents himself as today. In a
Thank
minute,
you.
I'm going to show you a clip reel that
Okay, wait. Seth R. Rogers, Sebastian's father. Hey, Josh, did you tell him I still have her panties? Is he talking about T-Red's girlfriend? Wow, that's just really that's really about your son, ain't it? Thank you for the trigger warning.
May give you a headache.
Hey,
And I'm sorry
Sandy.
about that. That is your fair warning, because this reel displays relentless, pervasive, disgusting, demeaning, dehumanizing words and behavior displayed by the father of a missing child on the internet in the name of his missing child.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
most of those words are clearly said with the purpose to put shame and humiliation
Oh, you
on
got
his
it.
ex-wife in what
Thank
is seen
you.
in most
Yes.
mental health circles as revenge seeking.
Thank you.
The Bro Lodge wants to say that the scenario they discussed clears the air and justifies Seth's behavior. This is the paradigm I'm seeking to break with this video.
Thank
There
you.
is literally no justification for this behavior, especially in light of alarming data like this. Child SA is a widespread problem.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Every 9 minutes, Child Protective Services substantiates or finds evidence for a claim of child SA. And guess what? You know when that data is from? 2016.
I know, it's bad. It's bad. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, you guys. I had to get up for a minute. My bones. My poor bones. I'm telling you guys. I want summer to come. My bones are freaking killing me.
This was from 9 years ago.
Thank you, Flies,
With
for
the
dropping her
escalation
link.
of toxicity on the internet in the last 9 years, it is even worse. Look it up. Of all victims under 18, 2 of 3 are ages 12 to 17.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that a coincidence? That is
Yes.
precisely the age that Katie was when Seth and
Yes,
Katie met.
ma'am.
Now, here are the known stages of grooming. Okay.
Here we go.
Look at this. Targeting the child. Perpetrators may target and exploit a child's perceived vulnerabilities, including emotional neediness, isolation, neglect, a chaotic home life, or lack of parental oversight.
Point one. Right?
Gaining the child's and caregiver's trust. Perpetrators work to gain the trust of parents and caregivers to lower suspicion and gain access. Filling a need, isolating the child, sexualizing the relationship, and maintaining control. There's more to this document. I will link to it in the description below, but I need this video to be more brief than this document. Also, a very widely used tactic in child grooming and in predator behavior in general is telling dirty jokes, playing sex games, or showing prawn. Children are naturally curious. A predator might use that fact to their advantage by showing them these materials, telling explicit jokes or anecdotes, or even engaging in those games with the child. As a result, this serves to break.
Yes, the game. Let's see whose is bigger, right? He talked about the game with Sebastian.
Down the child's inhibitions, or even just the inhibitions of a person that they're trying to engage online. This will become more relevant as you hear the clips I'm about to play. So as you listen to this reel and watch my commentary notes on the screen, see if you can detect the stages of grooming and tell me whether you think it's normal, acceptable, or justified for the father of a missing child to carry on like this on a public platform.
Okay.
I've known Katie since she was 12 years old. Started dating when she was 18.
What is
She knew her at 12, started dating at 18.
the 22-year-old doing hanging out with a 12-year-old?
What do you mean when we met?
Were you aware of her abuse of the child?
I was aware of that.
Yeah, that's
This lady
He was aware of her abuse as a child.
she did not have the opportunities that children should have because of her father and the mistakes that her father made. She didn't get the opportunity. But as her husband, I was damned she's going to get these opportunities.
My opinion is, sir, that you wanted her to have the opportunities because you didn't want to work. You didn't want to work. I have a feeling, and it's Remaincom's opinion, that you had a hard time keeping a job, sir. Didn't you have a go to court over a RO from a security company, I believe? Right?
You know, I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car. Spraying my wrist, changing the brake pads on her.
Spraying my wrist, changing the brake pads. Poor Seth. Here's the victim. Can you spell victim?
Her first vehicle.
Then I talked to her and I tried to have one of those life developing conversations where,
Life developing conversation with Katie.
you don't want to be in the career you're in 20 years from now.
Life developing conversations. Could that be because you were at a totally different stage in your life, being 10 years older than her?
There's 2 jobs in the world, maybe 3, but a man's job is to protect his family, and a man can impregnate a female.
What? Wait. What? Where did I miss this? Where did I miss him saying that? Lord. Keep his family safe, and a man can impregnate a female. So, is keeping your family safe not working? You don't work? You just have to guard the house the whole time? He does love bashing Katie. It is kind of perved. It really is. Oh, thank you, Poppy.
And a man can impregnate a female. A female is supposed to take care of their children.
No, I know.
All right.
Oh my God, he goes, damn.
Females do take care of their kids. But you wanted her to get a job to take care of you, in my opinion. This is the deleted audio of Bullhorn Betty after she got a Sebastian's Army tattoo. Seth and Tony denied this was said. Oh, Lord, here we go. Thank you, Breaking Chains TC. Thank you. I really love this. I really do.
My son has more bitches than me. Teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
I left your chat, and because you were in your hotel room getting off.
Yeah.
He didn't make it there in time.
Wait, what? Okay, wait, I gotta rewind this a little bit. Hold on. Let me, I'm gonna slow this down. Okay, I slowed it down a little bit. Here we go.
Supposed to take care of their children.
No, I know.
All right.
Oh my God, he goes,
This is crazy.
has more bitches than me. Teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
So, wait, is she saying that about Seth? That Sebastian he goes, damn, my son has more girlfriends than me. Do you guys remember when he said Sebastian had the mental capacity of a 10-year-old, but he wanted to teach him to drive? He wanted him to get a job. He wanted Sebastian to pay for himself. He also said that he gave Sebastian's phone number to a waitress at a, IHOP or something? I don't know. Some breakfast place.
Teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
I left your chat, and because you were in your hotel room getting off.
I left your chat because you were in your hotel room getting off. She said every single thing you are hearing from Seth was uninvited, unprovoked, and out of context.
Yeah.
You didn't make
Dolly said, yeah. Dolly. Dolly, like, yeah. Which time? Which time? Which case? You got to remind me what case it was. Dolly. Lord.
make it there in time, and he peed himself trying to get his little thing out so that he could.
What? Is he still talking about Dolly? Why are you talking about Dolly's wiener? He's talking about Dolly's wiener. That's freaking weird. That's weird. I gotta rewind it. I have to. Lord Jesus, take the wheel on this one.
As her husband, I was damned she's going to get these opportunities. You know, I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car. Sprained my wrist. Changed.
Where were you working when you bought her first car? Where were you working at? Remain Calm wants to know. Seth is an a-hole. I usually hold my tongue. I wouldn't put much past him. You don't need to hold your tongue over here, girl. You feel free to say whatever you need to. Sebastian's little thing? Oh, he's talking about Sebastian? What? Okay. All right.
In the brake pads on her first vehicle.
Then I talked to her and I tried to have one of those life developing conversations where, you know, you don't want to be in the career you're in 20 years from now.
Life developing conversations. Could that be because you were at a totally different stage in your life, being 10 years older than her?
There's 2 jobs in the world, maybe 3, but a man's job is to protect his family, and a man can impregnate a female. A female is supposed to take care of their children.
No, I know.
All right.
We got he goes, damn, my son has more bitches.
My son has more bitches
than me.
You
know, teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
I loved your chat, and you were in your hotel room getting off.
Yeah.
He didn't make it there in time, and he peed himself trying to get his little thing out so that he could sit there and pee.
Katie was very, and I walked into the room, and he literally shot shit out of his ass. He tried to hit me with it. Walking down the hallway to get to his room, and I swing into the bathroom and turn on the shower because I know that he had dug into his diaper and started painting the wall. You don't want.
Wait! Wow! SW Collectibles. Do I know you? I bet I do. I bet I know who you are, SW Collectibles. If I'm right. So he's talking about Sebastian. How old was he? How old was he, Seth? What? Why would you do that?
Okay, buddy.
Don't want to know what I was steering with, okay, buddy? Implying his private parts.
Got a little extra cheese on the top.
Hey, that's not extra cheese. That's just too much fun. Really?
What?
Huh? The Uncle Taco came from all the
I do have it going really slow.
All of my kids' friends.
All the hot sauce he was spraying. I think is jealous of, you know, the relationship that I have with me and my numb arm too. Feels like a stranger every time I pee. Who's touching me?
You.
Lord help me. Yes. Bullhorn Betty asked where a good place to go eat was, and we went to a Mexican restaurant and had lunch.
So you're getting married.
So I mean, I must be. How'd you know I had tacos there, buddy?
That's my name right now.
What the fuck is this?
I know. That's why I had fajitas.
Oh my God.
Listen, it is not breast cancer awareness. I did not have pink taco.
No.
What is wrong with him?
I shall not be watching. I shall be doing other things.
OnlyFans on this. I already know I'm fat.
Why is he so perv?
There's plenty of me to go around, except for particular people that have STDs.
Yeah.
Bizarre thing I've ever heard in my life, too. I'm sorry. For a three-way 911 call.
Hey, Blackhawk, I don't think that's the only three-way Chris has been involved in. Oh. Hey, now, you need to leave my girlfriend alone. Oh, shit.
You better stop. They're gonna clip the hell out of that.
Okay, so he talking about Betty now? Is that who he's talking about? His girlfriend, that they're gonna clip it? All right, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Freaking weirdo. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, flies, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please. Okay, wait, I gotta find where it was at. Okay. All right, I apologize. At least I caught it. At least I caught it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna turn it back on and I ain't touching it. I swear. I swear I'm not. Flies is like, you fucker. I'm sorry. Yes, you will get another Frank now. If there is a Frank out there that wants to hit up Flies, you got to send her money. You got to send her money for her time. That's all I'm saying.
And the mistakes that her father made, she didn't get the opportunity. But as her husband, I was damned she's going to get these opportunities. You know, I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car. Spraying my wrist, changing the brake pads on her first vehicle.
Then I talked to her and I tried to have one of those life developing conversations where, you know, you don't want to be in the career you're in 20 years from now.
Life developing conversations. Could that be because you were at a totally different stage in your life, being 10 years older than her?
Yes.
There's two jobs in the world, maybe three.
This
but
guy's a
a
freak.
man's job is to protect his family, and a man can impregnate a female. A female is supposed to take care of their children.
No, I know.
All right.
We got it because
Then why didn't you work?
More bitches than me. You know, teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
I left your chat, and because you were in your hotel room getting off.
Yeah.
He didn't make it there in time and he peed himself trying to get his little thing out so that he could sit there and pee.
Katie was very, and I walked into the room and he literally shot shit out of his ass. He tried to hit me. I was walking down the hallway to get to his room, and I swing into the bathroom and turn on the shower because I know that he had dug into his diaper and started painting the wall.
You don't want to know what I was steering with, okay, buddy?
Don't want to know what I was steering with, okay, buddy? Implying his private parts.
Got a little extra cheese on the top.
Hey, that's not extra cheese. That's just too much fun.
It's really, huh? The Uncle Taco came from all the my kids' friends.
All the hot sauce he was spraying. I think Whom is jealous of, the relationship that I have with me and my numb arm too.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Who's touching me?
Well, of course he would think that's funny.
Lord Betty asked where a good place to go eat was, and we went to a Mexican restaurant and had lunch.
So you're getting married.
So I mean, I must be.
Tacos.
How'd you know I had tacos there, buddy?
I'm saying my name right now.
Uncle Taco said it.
I know. That's why I had fajitas.
Oh my God.
Listen,
What is wrong with this
breast
guy?
cancer awareness. I did not have pink taco.
Why did he mention breast cancer
I
awareness?
shall not be watching. I shall be doing other things.
OnlyFans on this. I already know I'm fat.
All right.
There's plenty of me to go around, except for particular people that have STDs.
Yeah.
Bizarre thing I've ever heard in my life, too. I'm sorry. A three-way 911 call. I can't.
Hey, Blackhawk, I don't think that's the only three-way Chris has been involved in.
Oh.
Hey, now, you need to leave my girlfriend alone.
Oh, shit.
You better stop. They're going to clip the hell out of that.
Wow.
Oh, they can clip something.
Wow.
It's not going to make it any smaller, okay?
So,
Call me fucking
What
fat.
is wrong with him?
Honey.
Hey, you weren't supposed to say her name. We don't mention creators' names here, okay? Even if they create STDs. That's all
And
wasn't it, Seth?
What? I'm sorry. I was cleaning myself up. What was that?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Crew had a mammogram?
I shouldn't talk about this, or I shouldn't talk about that.
Expecting something.
And it always.
I'm almost there. Leave me alone.
What?
Oh
No
my God.
way.
I thought I was getting a slow clap for a second.
Hey, it's a
Wow.
slow clap. You need to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Brittany, like I know, like sometimes, like it'd make me throw up.
Didn't make you throw up while you were doing it.
Wow.
I would
Wow.
just never. Like sometimes I'm like after dark, I'll talk shit.
Maybe you threw up out of the wrong head. Every single fucking thing goes back to a sexual innuendo
It
by sex.
is.
I hope
It
I'm
is.
on her pillowcase.
Well, they want to pull out in front of you and go 3 miles an hour.
That sounded like an OnlyFans page. Pull her out in front of you. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow.
Hold on now. Talking about pull her out in front of you. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on now.
Is this the way? Is this the way that Betty and him and Tony Mathis talked to each other when they were all in the motel room together? Betty, is that the way y'all talk to each other? Didn't you come out of the bathroom or something? You had a t-shirt on. Am I wrong about that? Am I wrong about that? Did y'all talk to each other that way in a room, just you three? Inquiring minds want to know. I told you I have resting bitch voice right now.
Can't do that on YouTube. I've got to clean my drawers.
No, those are just the things he said publicly. Many people who have met him privately for searches and whatnot also came out to report the way he treated and spoke to women during those searches.
They did.
You may not like some of the people reporting this, but when many people are reporting they witness the same thing, there is credibility to it and it warrants discussion.
The next thing that threw me off guard was the way that he was talking to his team. Okay. Like, I want to see how far this dick can shove down your throats. Dude.
No way. When he did the video with Vinny and Vinny deleted it, he said that to see how far, I would have punched him right in his face. I would have. I don't incite violence over here, but I just might have had an urge to, do a little punch to the throat and kick him in the knee. And then when he was down on the ground, I would be like, do I want to kick you in the face or not? Let me take a minute and decide. Okay. Wow.
Every word out of his mouth is some disgusting, disturbing thing talking about, oh, that straw, I got a straw for you to suck on. Oh, yeah.
Wow. You guys didn't tell him to shut the fuck up? Are you kidding? Nobody looked at that man and said, shut the fuck up. Are y'all kidding me? Boy, my life is going cuckoo. I apologize.
Meat you're putting in your mouth. Let me put a piece of meat in your mouth. 4 layers on. It started warming up. And she was taking off her layers, which, I mean, anybody would. It's fine. And Seth made the comment talking about, oh, you're going to take all them layers off so I can see them titties? You know what I'm saying? So.
And what? That's why he turned on these men? Women out there in the YouTube universe, quit letting these guys talk to you like that. They ain't trying to make you feel special. They're demeaning you when they say it. Don't put up with it.
Saying, oh, you're going to come sleep on my couch. And
you telling women that are out there searching, they can call you daddy? That's not inappropriate.
Now, do you mean?
Wait, they can call him daddy? What? Wait. Oh my God. Jesus. Take the will. Take the will, Jesus. No. Oh, Lord, help us.
To tell me that this is completely new behavior that just burst out of his psyche after his son went missing?
Nope.
That this isn't a feature of his personality and that Sebastian wasn't subjected to a surround sound of this deviant line of thinking until he went missing?
That's what I said.
The only receipt I couldn't find was when Seth openly said soon after Sebastian went missing that he told Katie he was going to marry her when she was 14. Now, I've heard this playfully said by many men about many women, even myself, okay, as if it was a cute thing to say. It's not a cute thing to say. We are now in the year 2025, and we now know that this is illegal and above.
Yes, it is.
But he said it as a cute thing. And when he realized it wasn't a cute thing, it somehow got erased off the internet.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Unfortunately, the internet is forever. That evidence does exist. And at some point in the future, I predict it will surface. It will come out and bite him and anyone else who believes him. So what if that receipt isn't available? Isn't it enough that he told us that the only reason he didn't pursue her is because she was standing by while another much older man pursued her? And isn't it enough that he's told 50 billion different stories about their relationship, and every one of them, Katie gets slut shamed and victim blamed? And
not only does he slut and victim shame Katie, but Tony Mathis does also. In my opinion.
At what point Do you just tell Seth to shut up and stop trying to explain the unexplainable? And
yeah, you're his PR guy, Tony. Why ain't you telling him to shut the fuck up? I haven't seen oh Lord.
For his friends, supporters, and bros to stop defending the indefensible. I'd also like to point out that Seth, he knows better. Let him tell you that himself. This shows that he's doing all this despite knowing that it's wrong.
I can tell you things, but those are personal. You know, he is a child. In this world, the only thing you can control is yourself. You can control how you react, and you can control how you act. And if you control those two things, you're doing good. Your children take a lot of their cues from you. She realizes it or not. Every time she said something that was negative about me, I'm pretty sure my son took it to heart because he's my son. You know, a lot of people think that they're guilty. I've seen some of the comments, but my profession says that you're innocent until proven guilty. Again, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I would never throw somebody's past in their face. She had a drinking problem, and when you say abusive, she was active duty Navy.
Finally, I'd like to end by asking Seth this question. It says right here on your divorce decree that neither parent will disparage the other parent, even through a third party. I've shown evidence here in this video and on my channel that you've gone out of your way to disparage your ex-wife.
Yes, and Katie has not come out and said a word. Katie has not said anything. For real.
Including accusing her of being directly responsible for Sebastian's disappearance.
Yes.
Why is that? Is it because you don't believe your child is still alive? Or is it because you've been saying these things in front of your child all this time?
He has.
It's one answer or the other.
I'm going to answer for him. Well, it's my opinion, allegedly hearsay. Whatever you want to say, I'm going to answer this for Seth. I believe that he did talk like that in front of Sebastian all the time. I said that a long time ago, but nobody ever listens to me. A long time ago, I said, with the way that he was talking, I just had a feeling that he talked that way in front of Sebastian.
And neither one of them are good. The human and the child SA survivor in me wants you to get the help for these backwards attitudes and for whatever hurt you so bad that you need to come out here and keep hurting other people. The PR professional in me wants to tell you to just shut the fuck up. Thank you for watching.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Breaking Chains TC, you guys. Go check her out and join her channel for real. For real. I mean, lordy, lordy. All right, give me 1 second. I got to go blow my nose. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Lord help us. Craziness, right? Just craziness. There was something else I was going to show also. I'm not going to keep you guys on here very much longer. Hold on, Poppy. Hold on. Let me tell you guys something. This man, I don't understand why nobody is trying to I mean, yeah, Breaking Chains her opinions are the same as mine. I truly believe that he spent quite a few years grooming Katie. I do. So, no, it is getting worse. I apologize too for coughing, you guys. I go through getting a little coffee, and then I go through my nose being dry, and then the next minute my nose is running. But yes, I agree wholeheartedly with her, because when you are a survivor, when you're a survivor of a relationship like that, or a situation like that, and you're a survivor of being sexually exploited, or being, you know, this guy, wow. What is sad to me is that it's about him. It's about him. And that's heartbreaking to me. It really is. It really is heartbreaking to me. But what do we say? What do we say? Honestly, what do we say? We can call this guy out, give him our opinion, chew him out, tell him shut the fuck up. I mean, we could do all that. And guess what? He doesn't care. He does not care. Does Seth Rogers look like a guy who gives a shit about anybody except for himself? Didn't he say it's important to take care of yourself? We can't say anything. What do you mean we can't say anything? For real. Okay, we're going to switch it up. I'm going to give you guys a different story. Okay? Let's move on to some police officers here. La, 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 la. I do want Sebastian found. I really do. And I hope that he is okay. I hope he's being taken care of. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking to me. For real. Oh, you want a happy story? If you tell these 6 birds to shut up, women. Yeah, they will. They'll trash you even more. They will trash you even more. Well, I don't know if this is a happy story, but it's freaking interesting. Okay? This was put out a day ago by WAFF 48 News and Weather. I'm going to drop the link in chat real quick. I will do it right there. Let me throw WAFF 48 News. Give them credit where credit is deserved. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Here we go. Now, this is from Hanceville. A place called Hanceville. Let's see. Let's see what they're going to tell us. This is really interesting.
Hanceville Police Department is now being called a criminal enterprise after the chief of police and 4 officers were hauled off in handcuffs, arrested on drug-related charges and tampering with evidence. WAFF 48's Noah Cowell has more on why those officers are considered a threat to public safety.
This investigation started when Chris Willingham was found dead from an overdose while he was on the job at the 911 center in...
Dude was a 911 operator. They was taking substances from the locker, pilfering it through the whole department. They were sharing that wealth, and the man overdosed.
In August, we now know that he died with a cocktail of drugs in his system, including fentanyl. As of today, we learned that some of those drugs came right from the Hanceville Police Evidence Room, which has now sparked a massive drug and corruption investigation.
There is a rampant culture of corruption in the Hanceville Police Department, which has recently operated as more of a criminal enterprise than a law enforcement agency.
The Hanceville Police Chief, 4 of his officers, and an officer's wife are all facing a variety of crimes from felonies to misdemeanors. Eric Kelso is accused of giving Adderall, hydrocodone, and anabolic steroids to 2 fellow officers, Cody Kelso and Jason Wilbanks. Eric and his wife Donna are both charged with drug distribution and conspiracy. Police Chief Jason Marlin is accused of knowing about at least some of these issues and failing to report them.
These officers find themselves on the opposite end of the laws they were sworn to uphold.
In today's news conference, District Attorney Champ Crocker highlighted the lack of security in the evidence room, releasing photos of a massive hole carved out to the room where people had unauthorized access to evidence like drugs. A picture.
Well, you got a hole in there.
Even shows a man using a broomstick to jimmy the door to get inside.
This evidence room was routinely accessed by individuals who were not authorized to do so, going in and out using...
Damn, he's got his whole head stuck in there. What? Lord have mercy. Oh, thank you, loves. Thank you, darling. Let all that you do be done in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you so much.
This stick through the hole in the wall.
Evidence for several cases is now legally tainted and can't be used in trials.
Wow.
The Coleman County Grand Jury recommended the city shut down its police department entirely. If that happens, the Coleman County Sheriff, Matt Gentry, says his department is ready to step in to help.
Did you guys ever, I think I talked about it on my channel. Did you ever see it was a female that worked in a lab, and she tested substances to see if they were real or not. And she ended up getting addicted. And they had to go back through hundreds of cases that she did. It was pretty wild. It really was.
We would take over all responsibilities from patrol in that area, investigation in that area, dispatch, and or the jail. Of course, you know, we have the jail here where we run over 400 inmates a day.
Wowzy, wow, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. Well, we will do an update on that. It will be called Cops Go to Jail. All right. This is just one more case, and then I'm going to get off here and leave y'all alone, okay? All right.
Well, the picture...
Now, this is from Click for Detroit. Let me give them some credit here in my chat. Oh, thank you, Zena. Zena, you always giving those memberships, and I appreciate that so much, girl. Okay, let me click on Detroit. Click on Detroit. We're going to be keeping up with this, too. This case. I can't even freaking spell. Did I spell Detroit right? Yeah, okay. Lord help me. Help me, Zena. Yes, H. Davis would be saying that, but I don't know where he's at. I think he might have a date tonight or something. We're okay. All right, now this is pretty wild. Mother arrested after kids found living alone for years. For years. She left her kids alone for years. Trigger warning because it looks pretty disgusting.
Pictures are hard to look at. Police in Pontiac say 3 children were found living alone in deplorable conditions after discovering their mother had abandoned them for years. Our Victor Williams is following the story for us tonight. Victor, we're learning that mother has been arrested. What else can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. The mother has been arrested, Pam, but we're told that these kids were actually inside of this house for years, at least since 2021. This is the house behind me that has that orange sticker right there on the window. But we're told these kids were only 12, 13, and 15. Now, authorities, they said that the mom would drop off food from time to time, but she's a 34-year-old woman that's now being held at the Oakland County Jail with a case.
Do you guys remember the case I covered where the woman left her kids in that apartment and the boyfriend had unalived one of them, and these kids were made to live in that apartment with their sibling unalived while she lived across town somewhere with her boyfriend? You guys have to remember that. I talked about it before. I did.
Now being turned over to the prosecutor for review. We are expecting charges to come in the next few days or so,
Oh
but
my
the only reason
gosh.
authorities ever stepped in the first place was because the landlord actually called 911. He contacted deputies after not hearing from the mother since about December, and that's what started this welfare check. Take a look at some of this video from inside of the place. We're told that the house was just so unsanitary that evidence techs, they had to wear hazmat suits in order to investigate. Now we're talking about piles of garbage in rooms as high as 4 feet tall, human feces overflowing in the toilet, and then also the bathtubs. Apparently they were living on.
Now, we're talking about a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old. So if they were there since 2021, they all would have been what, 4 years younger? So maybe 8. Eight, 9, and 11. No, 11. Yeah, around what? 8, 9, and 11. Watching that is not always the case. What? You do not have to be in chat or even sub to a channel anymore to receive a membership. So the term shaking the bushes does not apply anymore. So for anybody saying somebody is something watching, that is not always the case. They would have been 4 years younger trying to take care of themselves.
On that food that people would bring nearby. Even also strangers would sometimes bring that food up to the door. Now, also, we are being told that the mother had not spoken to the 2 girls that were in there for years, but she would go and actually speak to the son from time to time. The kids were not in school. They actually spent their entire time at the home watching TV and then playing video games. The conditions in the house were so bad that the kids had to sleep on the floor. The boy had a mattress, and the girls had to sleep on pizza boxes. So we're actually going to go and hear from Sheriff Michael Bouchard on what these kids are now having to go through, as well as what they now have to bounce back from.
Our first focus is in trying to make sure these kids get what they need to begin the process of moving forward. The second very important part of this is, how did 3 kids fall through the cracks so terribly? How did the community, relatives, the schools, no one knew to reach out to us? How did that happen? And so that's going to be a big part of what I've already directed our investigations to figure out.
Yeah.
Now, while all of this was going on inside of the house, we're told that they ended up finding the mother at a different location. And so we're going to have more on what residents living nearby they have to say about this. That's coming.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is horrible. That is so sad. Okay, so we talked about the Sebastian Rogers video. Law enforcement says they seen it 72 hours after. They don't find it to be relevant to Sebastian's case. My question is, if an investigator was hired by the Proudfoots, why is it now important for the investigator to put that out on social media when they've obviously had the video the whole time? Now, SS Investigates is putting it out like, we looked through 100 hours of video and we just came across this and we just noticed this. Okay, I mean, that is pretty much you know what they're saying there. It seems like for real. I'll show it to you guys one more time before I get off here too. Also, you probably have a hard time seeing this one because I had the other one pulled up. Let me see here real quick. Hang on. Here it is one more time. See, that's why I seen something over here and I thought it was a dog. So there was somebody out walking the dog, supposedly. Then you got Skinny Man over here. He goes past the window, it seems like at first. Wow, that's something, ain't it? I only seen shadows too. For sure. For sure. Lisa K has something to say. I seen you up on Ernie's panel. Pretty soon we're going to talk about that. I want to talk to you, lady. I want to talk to you, lady. Not tonight, though, because I don't feel good and my ears are really starting to bother me, too. And I know you guys get tired when I stay on here for a long time. I'm going to get my heating pad and get laid down. And I think I got some Robitussin in there. I think Todd had a whole bottle of Robitussin in there. Yeah, it was on Brad's. It was on some guy named Brad's channel. For real. And thank you guys. Loves, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you so much. I told you guys I had a resting bitch voice tonight. Zena, thank you for gifting a membership. That means a lot to me. It really does. That helps me so much. And I appreciate you guys. I really do. And again, thank you, Breaking Chains, TC. I'm glad that your channel was sent my way. I appreciate it. Love that content. And you were absolutely right in everything that you said. Absolutely right. And I hope you don't mind me using your stuff. For sure. 1000% credit, my girl. Hey, Long Curl Woman, you've been a member for a month. That is so cool. That is cool. Okay, so while I have just a couple minutes left, I want to say, Stephen from True Wrecking Crime, why did you email me and tell me that you are not doing your channel anymore? I thought you were doing pretty well. You had more subs than I did. I don't know what happened, but if you have to take a break, then I get it. Or did you just change your name again? I think you changed your name again, mister. I do. But I hadn't had time to go look. And I want to say this. I heard Crystal's Crime Time had a little bit of a issue where she, I have to say allegedly, I hadn't seen it, but I heard about it, did a live where she was saying some things about her daughter and an incident that happened. The daughter did not want her telling the story. The husband says something to her. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but she doesn't have any of her content up right now. She's still got some stuff on her community posts, but her content, she took her videos. She's got 26 videos, but she just hiding them. She got them hid. You're hiding them. She seems mean to you. Yeah. Yeah, she's something else. I'll say that. For real. So inquiring minds want to know what happened. What happened? I want to know. But she needed a vacay, you know? She did. Yeah, flies does hide in the trees everywhere. I do try to watch a lot of different people, but a lot of times if I'm laying down, like I got my heating pad, and trying to get comfortable, and especially since I really felt well, and so I can't go on I can't go into the chat on my TV. But I'm watching you guys all like you're movie stars. You're all celebrities to me. Okay? Feel good about it. But thank you guys for hanging out. We definitely will have another conversation. And like I said, I've been trying to keep them down to hour and a half. And we are going to have a fun, we definitely, I am going to do the roast on the 1st. So we'll just figure out we'll figure out who it's going to be, but I promise you guys a roast on the 1st, and I am going to keep that promise. That's right. You build it and they will come. And I do appreciate everybody who's supported my channel, and I totally respect you guys so much. Xena just gifted another membership. Thank you, Xena. Oh, the next Name That Tune. Tomorrow night. I'll set it up. I'll set it up for Saturday nights. We'll do it around 7 like we did last time. And I'm going to time the number of songs so that way we're only at a certain time and we're not on here for a long time. But you guys know when we're done, I do take requests. So, but I don't know if I'm going to do a specific year or not, because I think a lot of us do better when I kind of, do some country and, rock, and I want to do hair bands. So I definitely want to do hair bands. For real. But we'll have fun. We always have fun. I will, Flies. Thank you. Thank you, too. Thank you, mods. I appreciate you guys. You guys are all so kind. You really are. You're great people. You're great people. For real. All right. I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. I am going to go and chill out and see if I can get my ear to quit hurting. You can play, Flies. You just have to answer slowly. Very slowly. Because you are a music buffola. All right. Peace out, you guys. Thank you again. Pray for these babies who are missing. And, you know, I don't even know what to say about Seth and Tony and that shit anymore. That's the most ridiculous. I mean, why? I don't understand why people are acting like what he has done is okay. Oh, thank you, long cool woman. Bless you too, honey. So, if you play now, this is the thing. If you guys play and you win, if you don't want the prize, then that's okay. But let me know. Drop me an email. Let me know that you had fun playing, but you're not interested in the prize. That way we don't have, you know, someone winning and, you know, them saying, oh, I didn't get my prize, because I will definitely send you your prize. So the last winner, I guess, didn't want me to have her address, and that's all good. I don't have a problem with that. The only reason I'm asking is because if you win, and you know, I don't have a problem with nobody wanting to give their address out at all. So don't think that. But that way, if you know, if you're playing for fun and you win, and you know, you don't want to give the address or whatever, just let us know, so that way we can go to the second runner up, and the person that comes in second, we can give them a chance to see if they would like the gift or not. So have to chase our winner. Yes, Fly. Yeah. So please just let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you don't want to give your address. I completely understand. Totally understand that. So I will remind you guys when we do it. So I will schedule that for tomorrow night we'll do that at 7. Okay. Yeah. We'll go over everything again tomorrow night. But thank you guys for being so supportive. I do appreciate it. I know I'm kind of crazy sometimes, but you know, I'm good. I'm a good kind of crazy, I hope. I just sometimes when you see this bullshit, you have to call it out. Sometimes you got to call out the bullshit. That's craziness to me. All right, I'm going to go. Peace out. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I will name that tune for tomorrow night. May, I'll make sure to find a song for you, okay? I promise. All right, thank you, mods. Thank you, members. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Peace out.